Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of Genshin Impact. So 2.8 version is finally live. Kazuha banner is back again, and also there is a new animal character that's been released. That is this one right here, Shikanoin Heizou. And as always, I'm gonna take a look at this new character, guys. I'm gonna just give you my impressions, his overall gameplay, game style, the best synergies, the best teams that you can build around him. And we're gonna take a look at the talents, the skill, the burst, the constellations, and then I'm gonna use all the primogens I've saved and all the wishes I have on the Kazuha banner, because I was waiting, I was saving up for Kazuha since a very long time. And yeah, I lost the PD last time, 50-50, so that means that it's guaranteed that if I get a 5-star, it's gonna be Kazuha, so I'm very happy. And now moving on to this new character. Now this new character is a 4-star Anemo Catalyst user, and being a 4-star means that the chance of getting him from the banner is much higher, and therefore if you really like his game style, you can try to go for some additional constellations right away. And now in this case, for the trial version, he's equipped with the Witsit. It's a very common, one of the strongest 4-star weapons, and he has the 4-piece Viridescent, so very standard for Anemo users. And these are the talents. Now of course, being a catalyst means that with the basic attacks, it's going to already apply Anemo, and therefore you can create reactions, you can generate particles. The talents of course are going to be level 8 in this trial version, and you can see right here the actual percentages of the damage that he does. He has a 5-hit combo. The 4th hit is going to do 3 instances of damage. And then you have, of course, the charge attack and the plunge damage, all, of course, applying Anemo. And this is the character, you know how it looks like, very nice. He seems to have like a sword here, but he's gonna be attacking and fighting with his fists and with his feet. You see here, just punching and kicking around. And yeah, that's it. Very cool. The animation after the last hit is gonna be like floating in the air for a little bit of time. See here, so it's super cool. And you can see applying the Anemo element with each hit. The charge attack looks like this. It's just a kick upwards, and yeah, so that's just how it looks like. And then there is of course the plunge damage that once again applies Anemo, but I don't know if I can show it to you here. And then moving on, skill. The skill has both a tap and a hold version. If you tap, it's gonna just strike forward, dealing Anemo damage. If you hold it, the skill is gonna start charging, and you're gonna gain over time these stacks called declension stacks. And of course, the more stacks you get, the more damage the skill is gonna do. And now you can get a maximum of 4 of these declension stacks. And when you possess 4 declension stats, the ability is gonna do additional and even larger AoE in damage. All right. You can find all the percentages right here, the skill damage, then the bonus damage for each stack, and then the conviction damage once you have 4 stacks. The duration of each stack is 60 seconds, and the cooldown of the skill is 10 seconds. And it's going to be 10 seconds if you tap it or if you hold it. So even if you just use the skill, if you just tap it, you can see right there, the cooldown is the same as if you hold it. And you're gonna now see the hold variation when you're gonna see the stacks appearing here on the top left side. See here, these are the stacks. Once you reach 4, the ability is gonna be released automatically, so you cannot hold it for much longer. During the charging period, I don't know if it says here, that is like he's more immune to interruption, but you might get interrupted. So like if you receive a heavy blow or some heavy enemy is gonna make you fly away or stuff like that, you can get interrupted in charging. So just remember to be careful when you use it, and if you're going to use the holding variation, to do it as you can just hold it until the end. And that's pretty much how the skill works. The burst is going to once again do, in this case, AoE Anemo damage, and is going to create an additional explosion if it can absorb one element between Hydro, Pyro, Cryo, or Electro. And this additional damage, called Windmaster Iris, will just do like the damage once. So it's just one instance of this additional damage, and then that's it. this vacuum that you're gonna create by using the burst can only afflict a maximum of 4 opponents with the effect of the additional damage, elemental damage. So it's not like Sucrose or Venti or even the Traveler's burst that can do as damage as many opponents, you know, as you can. But yeah, the elemental damage is done only once, all right? And you can once again find here the percentages. You can see that the actual extra damage from the elemental one is pretty little, like compared to the damage that you do already with the ability. So yeah, it's just it. The cooldown is going to be 12 seconds, but the energy is very low, so that's good because that means that you can just use it over and over. You're not going to need to run a lot of energy recharge. And yeah, being an animal character, you know, and also a catalyst means that even by basic attacking, you can already proc reactions, you can gain particles, and so it should be pretty easy to have the burst like always permanently up so that you can exploit additional damage, and yeah, just, you know, in that way. And now taking a look at the passive talents, the first one, at Ascension 1, you're gonna gain 1 declension stack every time you proc a Swirl reaction. This can be triggered once every 0.1 seconds, so that means that you can gain stacks very quickly just by basic attacking. And so that means that, like, in terms of your skill, you most likely never gonna need to hold it to reach the maximum 4 stacks, but always gonna have already some stacks from just as Swirl reactions from other things. So just from the basic attacks. So that's of course very cool. Second passive talent, unlock at Ascension 4 in this case. Once you hit an opponent with the skill, you increase all party members, excluding of course Heizou itself, elemental mastery by 80. So it's just some additional elemental mastery, so some more damage with the elemental reactions for 10 seconds. Last passive talent, just decreasing the stamina by sprinting by 20%. And that's it. So that's how this character looks like. I'm gonna now show you in like against enemies, so the actual gameplay and game style. And of course, if you're fighting slimes, slimes are already have the elemental damage. So that means that just by attacking them with the basic attack, see that you can create this Swirl reaction. So that's of course very good because of that. And now you can see that by proccing the Swirl reaction, I already was able to gain 4 stacks. See here? And therefore the skill, now I just need to use the tap, and it's gonna already do the maximum possible damage. So that's of course nice. And yeah, in this case you can do it with slimes because slimes have the element, so you can already proc the Swirl just by basic attacking. But remember that you can also proc the Swirl by just applying the element, for example by having other characters, having other bursts in the field, right, like this. So it's not like only enemies that have elemental already on themselves you can benefit from this. And sometimes you can even get so many stacks that the skill is going to be on cooldown, and you're going to already have 4 stacks, and you cannot use them, you know, in any way other than just waiting until you have the skill ready, and you can use them. And now here, taking a look at the burst, we're going to see it right here. So it's just one big hit, you know, the tunnel at the center. And then the additional, you know, small elemental damage done. I don't know if you could see it there. And yeah, that's it. So that's just how the burst works. You can see, well, in this case, in the trial version, you always get a ton of elemental particles. So that means that you get a lot more of, like the burst generates much more quickly. But yeah, you know, it's just how the character looks like. And yeah, it's very cool. Like, to be honest, it looks cool as like in a rotation, right? Because you can just use the skill, the burst, right? And then you can rotate with other characters doing exploiting additional elemental mastery, additional reactions, and then you can just go back to him every 12 seconds and you can just keep using the burst over and over, and you can exploit the very nice damage already that it does, right? Now taking a very quick look at the constellations, we have a C1 that after you, like when you're switching characters and then you switch to Heizou, so when he takes a field, his attack speed is increased by 15% for the first 5 seconds, sorry. And he also gains 1 stack for his skill. And this effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds. the C2 is gonna increase the pull effect by the burst, and the duration of this tunneling is gonna be increased by 1 second. So you could see already before that it was pretty short, so that means that it's gonna last a little bit longer. But yeah, that's just it. C3 is going to increase the level of the skill. C4, every time that you proc the additional elemental damage from the burst, all right, you're going to generate 9 elemental energy for himself. And then each subsequent explosion, so if you can hit opponents, like more than one opponent with this elemental damage, you're going to be generating an additional 1.5 energy, and you can earn a total of 13.5 energy in this way. So pretty, I would say this is pretty weak, this constellation, because already you should be able to gain a ton of energy, and the burst is also like only requires 40. So but yeah, C5 increasing the level of the burst, and finally C6. Each stack of the cleanser is going to increase the crit rate by 4%. Remember that you can have a maximum of 4 stacks, so that's a 16% more crit rate. And once you have all 4 stacks, so you have the conviction state, also the crit damage, but only of the skill. So the skill damage, the skill crit damage is increased by 32%. I forgot to say that only the crit rate of the skill is increased. So it's not like the crit rate for everything, right? It's just the crit rate for the skill that it's increased. So yeah, of course, it's limited to well, the cooldown of the skill. So you can only benefit of this extra crit rate and crit damage every 10 seconds. But definitely, as I showed you already, you should be very easily able to get all the stacks always, and therefore to have this additional 16% crit rate and 32% crit damage, which is not bad, you know, but it's just for the skill. So unfortunately, only the skill will benefit from this. And yeah, that's it. So that's the character. So definitely, you know, it's being a 4-star animo, it's always good. We don't have enough animo characters, especially 4 stars. So that's definitely a good option. And I think it's pretty flexible in terms of builds. You can go with him like a sub DPS, probably exploiting the very high percentages of the damage that he does. And maybe with him, like I wouldn't go with so much elemental mastery, because like none of these abilities are gonna benefit from the elemental mastery other than Swirl itself. But yeah, I would think that it's probably better to just go for like straight damage, so attack, crit rate, crit damage, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much the new character, right? And as I said before, the Kazuha banner is finally live, and I wanted to do the wishes because I was saving up for him. And maybe if I save up some wishes, maybe I can even go for the weapon, for the Freedom Sworn weapon here. So yeah, let's try to choose the path here of the Freedom Sword, just in case. And yeah, I have in this case, I think I have like 13 wishes, right? No, wait, a little bit more. Yeah, since I lost PD and I got Chichi, I got 2 plus 18, so I got 20 wishes. So like if I do another 50 wishes, so around 70, I should be able to get the hard PD, right? So the soft PD and then hard PD, so I should be able to get Kazuha. And yeah, I'm gonna go very quick here at the beginning, so I'm gonna just go like 10 wishes each time. And let's see also if I can unlock the new character. So I got here Stringless, I think it is, yeah. So the bow. Let's go for another 10, so this should be 40 wishes now. All right. And yeah, here we go. I got the new character. I got Heizou. So yeah, at least, you know, I have him unlocked, and I can always decide to use him in the future. So that's 40. Let's go to 50. I should have enough Primogens. And yeah, I got another off-banner weapon. So sad. This is gonna be 60. And wow, I got now in this case double characters. I got Ningguang, that was future, and then I got also Beidou, that it's not in the banner, right? Yeah, no. And so these next 10 wishes are already 70. So after this one, I will start doing one wish each time. And I got Toma in this case. So, you know, I want to save as many Privileges as I can. So that's why I'm going to wish once each time. I got another Toma. And yeah, this is going to be 72 wishes. Alright. This is 73. I really hope I don't reach like a hard PD at like 80 or past 80. 74. 75, here we go. And it's guaranteed Kazuha. So, nice. Woo! Finally, the character was really saving since a very long time. I finally unlock him. And I've been farming like crazy to just be able to level him up right away, level up all the talents. And I got here, yeah, almost 2,000 Primogens left. So, I mean, let me just see here which are the other weapons I could get potentially. The Alley Flash, this bow right here, Rain Slasher, Wizard. So yeah, only Wizard is pretty decent. I don't know these other two weapons. I don't really know them. I don't even have them, so I don't know if they're good or not. But Rain Slasher is definitely a bad weapon, and also Favonius Lance. But yeah, let's see. I'm gonna just keep it now for the moment. I'm gonna keep this Primogens, and then maybe I can do like 20 or 30 wishes, right, afterwards. But yeah, that's it. So I was able to finally unlock Kazuha. And here we go. And I also got some Constellations here. I got also the new character Heizou. Unfortunately, no Constellations here. But yeah, the Constellations like don't really look that great. Maybe just C2, you know, the fact that the wind tunnel, it's increased the duration by 1. Maybe that's the only good thing, being able to, like, to group up the enemies for longer. But I don't know, the other ones like don't really seem that good. Even like C6, it's just for the skill. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's Kazuha. Here we go. Nice. And that's it for this video, guys. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and see ya. Bye bye.